I had a passion as a kid, like watching the X Games, like all those guys that pioneered some of the gnarliest tricks that you see today. That really sparked my interest in being on two wheels. So like when I would watch it, I'd try and emulate that. And that's really where my style comes from. Like I didn't ride BMX racing as a kid or anything. I just had a bike that I would have to piece together, and I would race everybody in the neighborhood and see what they had. What's good, everybody? This is Justice Berry. We are here at LIS Audio. We are in a suburb of Kansas City, the metro area. Pretty much ride everything around here.
Oh my God.
I've been in the car industry, primarily car audio, since probably about 2015. I spent a lot of time doing car audio on my own before I went to college. So I went back to it, found my way into the industry, and then ended up meeting this brilliant dude right over here. We ended up having this idea of bringing higher-end, top-notch car audio to Kansas City. My business partner and I currently work with the community. We are lobbying with the city to have a city park here built that features a skate park, pump track, walking trail, fitness features, and then open space with sand volleyball as well. The community here in Kansas City is pretty deep. Like there is a strong community of gravel, strong community of road. Like there's a huge BMX community here. Like just two wheels in general is big here. And like I didn't realize that the mountain biking was as deep as it is. And like with the, now the input of e-bikes, like growing that community is becoming very fun. And like getting more people back out there, that would never consider it, because you have to put in a lot of work on an analog. You got to go out there and want it, An e-bike can allow you to bring along folks that wouldn't. So the catalyst to getting into cycling was my wife and I needed something to do. So it was like a little bit ahead of the actual mountain biking. We just had like some hybrid bikes, and we would go hit all the paved trails that were around the city. And while we were out there, I'd just come across like some dudes on some like serious bikes that dipped off into a trail. And I was like, well, I need to go see what's going on in there. And like, there was like a little jump zone at the local trails that we rode at BRP. And there was like a whole group of people hitting these jumps and drops on their bikes. And I was just like watching, and I was just like looking at it, and I was like, I can do that, It's like, how I started riding. All I did was like hit the biggest jumps I could find. And the first run I took on my bike, I hit it and like folded a wheel in half. I kind of had the interest at that point, but like it just didn't happen, because at that time when I was starting the business, and when you're getting a business up off the ground, like you're putting in major time. And then I went into traditional sports and put the bike away. And then once I left college, I started looking for things to do outside of the weight room, because it had become more of a nuisance rather than something to help me build me. And I was like, I just gotta get away from it a little bit. I was like, what was I passionate about that like I knew worked my ass out? It was riding a bike. So I went back to the two wheels, and when I did, like all of the stuff that I had like tried and learned when I was a kid, it like started coming back. And then I started like actually paying attention to riders, and I'd get dropped a lot when I first started riding, but like I was watching lines and trying to figure things out. I've never had anyone like really teach me how to ride. It was always natural instinct or ability, if whatever, but like I literally watch what they do, and I'm like, I could do it like that, or I can do it like this. and then, you know, I just make it happen. When I came around in 2018 again, I was like, I got with a group of dudes, brought me along, and then like I started following up with them and then figuring things out, and then it like really became a passion. The transition felt natural because like I always liked moto, and like I would ride dirt bikes with my friends. I was never the guy to get on the track and, you know, hit jumps or whatever, but like if it was an open field, I'm twisting throttle, let's go. And like you get the sense of that with an e-bike, you know, but like I'm way more comfortable on a bike, so I can mix the two together. When I hit that rock spot at Jigsaw and just kick the bike and use the bike, you know, that's something you do on a moto. Honestly, the one we were on this morning, that's where we rode. Like, I can go there and have a blast no matter what direction we're going in.
All about less than a mile.
So, up custom line we go.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we only rode like a middle section of it.
That's crazy. We still got like 19 miles in.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Of course, yeah, we were pinned and boost the whole time.
Hey, man, like.
Guys are in the parking lot being like, oh man, I know, it's always the worst when you show up and people are like, you're not going to break your legs off. And I was like, either these guys don't remember saying that to me, or their level of breaking people's legs off is going to be like out of this world. Because I was like, we're sprinting and boost right out the gate.
Oh, man, my bad, man. Cameron, hey, I knew, hey, my dude Cameron is very passionate about cycling. Like, when he gets in go mode, like, he told me, he's like, yo, I'm gonna try and hold it back. I'm gonna try and hold it back. I was like, all right. As soon as we got out there, I was like, dude, he's like 4 bike lengths ahead of me. And I'm like, that's how the day's going. I was like, I gotta catch up a little bit. Like, I hope they're coming along. Like, it's fun though. Like, that's just how we ride them, you know? Like, I had a guy that I was leading a ride the other day. He's like, man, I try to keep my bike in eco or, you know, tour. And I was like, why? Why? And he was just like, you know, I'm like, dude, if I get on it, I'm trying to ride it, you know, as fast as I can. Like, why not? Like, that's, you know, and like, that's the misconception when people are just like, yeah, e-bike's the lazy way out. No, it's not. Like, was it lazy this morning?
No way.
No, it wasn't. Like, you're, like, yo, like, but like, if it's just eating up the trail at that pace is very fun. It lets you really know what you're spending all your money on.
So you guys weren't holding back too much then?
We were, like, we definitely could have kicked it up a couple of other gears, but it would have probably ended up with a couple of wrecks or some shit like that. But it was fun. Had a good time. Yo, thank you for coming through the beautiful place of Kansas City, getting to ride across all the leaves. If you want to come through KC and you need some help, want to know where the trails are, you should go check out Treklee Summit. That's a shop that takes care of me. They'll take care of anybody, doesn't matter what you ride. Just come on through and you'll have a good time.